Hey, I wasn't planning to talk home audio today, but after weeks with Nakamichi Dragon in my living space, I have to tell you what it really feels like to hear it every single day. This is for the kind of person who's done settling for flat sound that just exists, not surrounds you. Before you go deeper, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Advanced systems like this don't stay put at stable pricing or inventory. You know that moment when action scenes feel shallow, dialogue gets buried under effects, or your music feels like it's coming from in front of you instead of around you? That frustration isn't just about loudness, it's about immersion you're missing. You didn't suddenly become picky, you simply started noticing what real sound feels like. From the very first time I hit play, everything changed. Not louder, wider. Not just clearer, three-dimensional. The way this system places sound around you makes movies feel cinematic instead of distant. Effects don't just happen, they move through space. Quiet moments have atmosphere, and loud moments have power without blur. You feel footsteps behind you, ambience above you, and every discrete layer of sound like it's happening inside the room, not just out in front. In real life that means every movie feels like an event. Games don't just have soundtracks, they pull you into environments with real depth. Music plays with nuance and punch, and even everyday TV sound feels present and intentional instead of hollow and flat. That's not bigger sound, that's engaged sound that actually maps to your space. Once you hear audio at this level day after day, anything weaker starts to sound like a compromise you once tolerated without realizing it. Every time you look at simpler systems, your mind instinctively pulls back to what this feels like, because now you feel what you'd be giving up. That's loss aversion. Once you've had immersive sound, flat audio feels like a step back. If you're even slightly curious, don't let random price swings or stock changes make it harder later. Check the link now. You might question whether Atmos and DTS:X are just buzzwords. Here's the truth: once sound actually moves around you, above you, behind you, and through your space, you realize how shallow most setups sound by comparison. That's a shift you don't just hear, you sense. You start catching details you never noticed before, faint effects, directional cues, layered ambience, and it changes how you experience every piece of media. What really surprised me was the consistency of detail. Even in loud scenes where lesser systems collapse layers into noise, this one stays composed, bass stays controlled, mid stay articulate, high stay crisp without fatigue. That balance makes every session feel intentional instead of chaotic. You feel sound that fills the room in every direction. You notice clarity you never realized was missing. You enjoy depth that makes scenes feel alive. You catch details other systems bury or blur. You feel proud of the sound environment you created. It's a premium system that needs space to breathe. It prioritizes immersion over minimal footprint. At some point, comparing specs becomes background noise. You stop spinning through numbers and choose what feels right, the system that matches how you experience sound every day. Deep down, you already know this is that setup. If you're ready to leave flat, distant audio behind and step into sound you feel around you every time you press play, check the current price and grab yours today. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and regret later.